What's up, YouTube? Thanks for joining me. Hi, I'm Andy. I'm in West Wales, United Kingdom. I'm doing this at 12 minutes past 8 a.m. and I'm giving you the time because it's my daily astrology forecast for Thursday, the 18th of January 2018. The moon entered Aquarius yesterday morning at 8:31 a.m. All my times are UK times, that is GMT or UTC. We've had an Aquarius moon since then. Things aren't terribly straightforward today, I will tell you that up front. They're not straightforward at all, but they are there, they are happening, and we do have some information about it. People under an Aquarian moon are a lot more interested in gathering knowledge. Friendships tend to be heightened more if they're like-minded friendships, if it's people taking each other somewhere further on our journey through life there. That's quite an important thing. Activities that really need a lot of subordination and discipline may not do terribly well today, but if you're in a situation where you can establish your own rules, it should be really good. If you can't establish your own rules, God, let's get the words right. If you can't establish your own rules, I wouldn't go too far with anything today, really. If that bothers you, it's all up to you. It's all about how you feel. None of this is hard and fast. You are going to have a good time. You are going to have a bad time. Nothing like that. This is just basically the state of play with the planets and the planetary influences as we go into the day. The moon right now is 1.4% and she is waxing, rising. She's crescent on the 24th of January, which is next Wednesday, 22:20 in UK time. She reaches first quarter. She'll be 50% full, halfway up. The manifestation energy really starts coming in kind of later today, tomorrow, when she's getting to kind of 2.5–3% full. That's when the energy's really in there behind your projects. But this is a great time for working out what you're going to do. And I know some friends of mine actually have launched things in the last day or two, and it seems to have been fine. Shout out to Alex F. Hood. I haven't watched your video yet because it won't load, but I'm really glad you're doing videos, Alex. This is the stuff. Get the word out. Do what you believe in. You know, doing what you believe in gets you a lot further forward than going along with someone else's plan where you spend half your life trying to work out exactly what they want. Right, let's have a look at the moon alignment today. She is square Jupiter. Oh dear. Situations therefore can be overrated, overblown. Our thoughts, our beliefs and what we actually want to do can run a bit out of control. So do evaluate things. Keep it real basically, because feelings can be misleading. The only problems that come from this tend to be related to overgrowth, overblowing things, overdoing things. I said it was complicated today, didn't I? Because it's almost a time for getting things done, but it's also a time for going, whoa, let's just hold back and be careful about that. Mars is still void in Scorpio. Individual actions stimulate progressive movement or panic. But Venus has now moved from being void. She is now square Jupiter, and Venus is almost being mercurial at the moment. One morning last week, she rose with, either yesterday or the day before, she rose with the moon at the same time, about 8:30 a.m. UK time. One day last week, she passed behind the sun and we couldn't see her. So it's all happening with Venus at the moment. Look out for that feminine energy and that sort of spiritual lightness that is supposed to go with Venus, because she may not be quite the way we expect at the moment. Again, things could get too big, they could get overinflated, a bit sort of blowy. People are, really trying to kind of demonstrate how generous they can be, and they're trying to show their good feelings, but it just can all get out of hand. Sometimes you're generous to someone, and they think, why is that person being generous to me? Yeah, it's that kind of thing, that there is definite confusion around it, and it's hard to say exactly which way to go today. But conversations and spiritual topics, things like that, the imaginative, should be heightened actually, and it's not a bad time for planning for the future, looking for closure on existing situations, as Mercury, which is not retrograde at all, is sextiling Neptune. Quick look at spaceweather.com, and today the solar wind speed is right down 328.1 kilometers a second. The density of the protons, 6.8 protons a cubic centimeter. Not that big. There's only one sunspot, number 2696 on the face of the sun. That sunspot is fading already, poses no threat to strong solar flares, and there's nothing here about geomagnetic storms or anything like that today. The coronal hole is still there in the face of the sun, but you know, that appears to be nothing whatsoever to worry about. There's really no great shakes out there in the physical weather in space. Back to the kind of astrology, the kind of spiritual side of things. Under an Aquarius moon, it is a good time to work on anything to do with flowers. If you've got flowers around you, like a flower arranger, or you're working outdoors with nature, flowers are the way to go. In spiritual terms, think about the 1,000-petal lotus flower. Don't forget you need to close that down sometimes. You don't open and close that properly. Spiritual work makes less sense. So open it, close it, ground, protect, visualize and believe. You know, I'm always saying it, visualize and believe, because somewhere in your mind is the key to your life, and you will find it that way. Okay, thanks very much for joining me today. I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share me around the internet if you will, and take a look at the rest of the Twig Brother channel for more developments. Okay, thank you very much, my friends. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.